ancestors on Earth had reached out across the universe, civilizing, enriching. Jealous terrorists, the League of Free Worlds, spread vile propaganda, sending death squads to crush and slaughter us. Sealing the warp hole, they fled like cowards, leaving us to die. 9 planets, 1 sun, hunger, poverty, decay. We turned on each other. This was Sol, and we were its prisoners. The urge to survive is strong, but if it hadn't have been for Kron, we would have given up long ago. This was the world I was born into.
Vengeance.
What's your opinion on vengeance?
It's great.
Just revenge in general.
Well, it's great when it's convenient. Yeah.
I understand.
So all the passwords in this game, the cheats, are just names of ships from the last game. No, I'm not using this. I'm just showing it off real quick.
Aww.
The only one I'm actually using is level select, so I can show off all the levels, of course.
Alright. Are
And
cheats
get
activated
right into
independent? Oh, good.
My name, Mertens. All my life I've lived with civil war. A thief, murderer. Now I'm with Kron. Once our people are united, we, the Navy, will break out of Sol once more. Then we can crush the League.
Final clear-out of rogue tribes proceeding well. The Navy will soon have control of the Sol system. Warp hole opening will follow. However, sporadic incidents continue to be reported. You are required to provide armed protection to a civilian convoy carrying skilled agricultural workers. Should the convoy be attacked, you must engage and destroy the enemy craft.
They give you your objectives in the loading screen, so you don't even have to listen to the briefing anymore. They wanted it to be like, okay, you just want to play the game, here you go. Just launch, hey, there you go. You might have noticed a hangar option. We'll see that in before the next mission starts.
Oh, and you get to choose your ship loadout then.
You unlock, you get to use 4 ships across the game. There's a 5th one that's exclusive to a certain type of mission.
Very good.
So we got the fresh coat of paint here.
Uplink communications to Navy operations.
My first question is Mertens his first name or his last name?
It's just Mertens.
Just Mertens. They can only afford one name in the future. That's how poor Earth is now.
To take offensive actions.
Yeah, they're so poor we're reusing civilian transports as gunships now.
You're also using
Guess what?
old battle tactics, the old forward and backward.
It's not going to work out later, but these explosions,
Oh, wow.
they are mighty impressive. So the Navy leisure barge carrying our skilled agricultural workers, as my future wife put it.
I've been told not to talk over Loon's future waifu. We'll see if that holds true for the rest of this LP.
I just love the voice. I can't help it. It's
so
great.
walk me through this UI. There's a few different things on it.
Top right is shields, which is yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Missiles, the count of missiles. Top left, speed and overheating. And there's also afterburners now, so I can get a burst of speed for like a second or two.
Okay.
Which you'll probably see right here. I use it sporadically. If you max it out, it takes a little bit longer to cool down, so you just want to like tap it once in a while.
Ah, it's the old carrot algorithm from Ocarina of Time.
Look at that explosion. Damn. I know that they're on our side, but shit, that was pretty cool. The flak is a lot more dangerous because your hitbox is bigger, but there's a lot less of it. So making passes is a great idea. Now you might be thinking, take a lot of shield damage, but there are a lot of things you can do in this game. So we got a new addition here, the pod system.
Pod released.
That's a defense pod, so I can target an ally and have that go over there, and it just patrols around it and guards them.
Wow.
There are 4 pods in the game. There's offensive, which you target an enemy with. Oh, hang on. I'm sorry, these explosions. They're pretty great.
A big old laser. So are pods destructible? Will enemies blow them up?
I believe so, yes. I can't recall. I seriously do not know if they can be destroyed or not. But there is a little detail that will happen later in this video.
Alright.
Are you going to ask if shooting them counts against my Navy status?
I was going to wait until it happened.
I'm just going to say it because I'm still not too sure, and I didn't look at it. But, yeah. Shooting my own pod will probably lose me my Navy status. Probably. I haven't tried yet. So I'm just going to... That's why I'm saying
I'm going to assume that means that there's a little... another pilot in the pod.
No, it's just a little autonomous drone. So there are 4 pods. The offensive pod, which counts as it's like a wingman, basically. You target someone else with it, then you go after another guy. It has 2 lasers. The defense pod only fires 1 at once. There's the probe pod, which is like a plot pod. And then there's a repair pod, which you can use to repair your own battleships with, but it doesn't repair the shields.
Okay.
Really fucking good. Can't repair yourself though, but that's not a big deal.
Yellow on the targeting HUD indicates shield strength. Red indicates hull strength.
Thanks, Missouri. That's a Missouri accent right there, I'm sure. Hey, our fleet craft actually did something. This game's starting off pretty great, if you ask me.
Wow. So the tribes have no affiliation with the League.
They're just, you know how the Soul Civil War and all that.
Right.
Yep. Everyone's fighting over what's left.
The local fuss budgets.
Yeah, but Kron is uniting us, and we're going to go out and crush the League.
This attack confirms that tribe members are still attempting to disrupt Navy activities. Their numbers are low, but while they are active, our forces remain at risk from terrorist attacks.
So there's only 3 missions per act from now on. Some of them still have 1 mission only. So we can upgrade our ship. You probably saw the tech token we earned.
I did.
We got shields, engines, afterburner, and gyros. Afterburner is how long I can hold the extra boost of speed.
Sure.
Shields, self-explanatory. Engines is my top speed. And gyros is maneuverability. You will have enough to max out everything if you do every mission, but you know how the game's non-linear, so if you fail one, you'll do this and that, yeah. So it's like it's an incentive to replay.
Sure.
I always go with shields. Survivability and maneuverability are paramount.
Crystal shortages are reported by all Navy fleet production units. Without crystal for power cells, our fleet will suffer irreparable harm. An asteroid field suitable for crystal mining is located in the region. You are required to enter the field and join the mining operation. Use your seismic lance to extract the crystal from the asteroids. When sufficient crystal is mined, an industrial fleet craft will decloak in your vicinity and collect the crystal. Ensure that this craft can execute its task unhindered.
This is a mission that crops up a few times for sure.
Mission objectives.
You probably saw I had like a little beam weapon in the last mission.
I did.
Whilst ensuring the safety.
That is our seismic lance. I switch to it from time to time, just to like do a little bit of extra damage.
Sure.
But it's usually for mining, so you gotta just pop the asteroid and there's 5 of these here.
So if you raise your max speed with your engine's booster, does that raise the speed at which you afterburn, or do afterburners have their own?
I believe
max?
so.
Okay.
Yes. Because I think 300 is just the regular top speed, and then Afterburner does its own thing. And you notice they're using outdated Stormlord fighters here. Stormlord.
I also
Still
see
haunting me
that
this day.
bits of them fly all over the place when they blow up.
Yes, it's good. Klein is actually a named guy. He appears in cutscenes, and he is mentioned. He is... That's the new thing when ships get destroyed now.
Wow.
Just screaming into space. In space, you can be heard screaming.
Wow. I've been misled.
Yeah, it's all a conspiracy. They don't want you to know that space is not at all like what we've been learning in the history books here.
Man.
That's why NASA keeps cutting out the feed, because people are screaming and you can
That's
hear it.
right, that's right. That's why they need to use thunderstorms to cover the sound of space battles. Very clever. Okay.
Pod released.
So is that pod a fully fledged citizen of Earth?
Yes, it is Earth property, it is Navy property. And look, that thing's still flying up there.
There it goes.
I just noticed that, I'm like, man, that's kind of cool. I did
assume
not remember that at all.
Can you run into them?
No, they're just
Okay.
there.
They're not in the deadly A-wing fuselage from the TIE Fighter.
Oh, tell me about the A-wing fuselage, because this is news to me.
When you destroy an A-wing, or many kinds of ships, but usually the A-wing, the cockpit fuselage, all the various bits fly all over the place, and 99% of the time, based on the trajectory A-wings like to fly, the fuselage will fly straight at your hull and blow you to bits. So
It's
the
an
last
instant
thing
kill.
you do whenever you destroy an A-wing is you turn immediately. It is by
This could
far...
not have been intentional.
Well, the rebels, as you know, are terrorists, and their last act is a suicide bomb, I assume. It's wonderful. I die more to fuselages than to missiles and lasers and all that put together.
Well, the TIE Fighter is made of paper.
Yeah, that's
why
true.
you need to upgrade to advanced ties as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm. Gunboats.
That was not a graphical glitch. That's like they replaced the tractor beam with a grapple effect.
Okay,
So in the next mission, we actually get a grapple gun to tow things around with.
I see. So that frigate there was grappling stuff in right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike Star Citizen, I can fly around this ship and not crash into empty space. Anybody who knows
Amazing.
about that glitch, like there's a big gravitational rotator on this big station, and if you try to fly between it in the empty space, you blow up.
So the hitbox doesn't actually recognize the empty space.
No, because
just-
Chris Roberts has lost
Oh,
touch
look
since
at
he
that.
did this game.
I'd just like to point out that nice target reticle
Yes.
for leading your target. Very nice.
But the hitboxes are a lot bigger. Also, the music got way better in this game. We've been talking over it, but damn, the music in this game is pretty good.
This is Ops.
Engines,
done.
I
You
think
can come
engines
back
might
home
still
now.
burn me. I'm not sure, but it's a lot less
Mission
frequent.
complete.
Sure.
Opening jump gate.
All the Navy personnel talking to me are ladies. This is great. What more could a Navy pilot ask for?
Well, a helmet with more than one hole in it. To
Yeah, I
start.
don't want to know about those helmets.
The successful protection of the mining operation means that power cell production is continuing at a satisfactory pace. If this level of production continues, the Navy fleet will soon reach the optimum level for a breaching attempt to be made on the Sol System warp hole. Continued ambushes by rogue tribe fighters are disrupting our attempts to initialize the new system battle platform. Power cells must reach the platform unhindered if we are to open the warp hole. Approach damaged Navy cargo vessels in the region and tractor their cargo pods. Transport the pods within range of the battle platform. Once full power levels have been reached, the system warp hole will open. For security reasons, the pods will be cloaked until any enemy presence has been eliminated.
How do you do that?
It's wonderful. So, as you said in the last game, the battle platform is responsible for opening and maintaining the wormholes.
Yep,
Um,
the League destroyed it.
Right. I'm wondering what exactly it is that the tribes get out of preventing this wormhole from opening.
Keep alert. Mission objectives.
I never watched Mad Max. I know Philistine, etc. But probably the same reason that everybody just wants to kill each other when there's strength to be found together. Just take, even if you don't stand a chance. There's actually a little detail. If you fire anti-shield lasers at something without shields, it's against the big ships. They just bounce off and ricochet, which is kind of cool.
Oh, that is neat. That is neat. Do they ever attempt to technobabble why anti-ship lasers...
There is no
anti-ship-
technobabble in this game. There is
just-
no more system or craft database. But speaking of, you'll notice that the Navy ships are named Hex.
Did notice that.
So in this game, the naming convention has changed, that the Navy ships are now named for Black Magic, and we're going to see the League ship names in the next mission. The next mission is actually a one-mission act, which is why I left it in.
Alright. Now, I wasn't sure if that was the naming scheme or if they just call it that because it has kind of maybe 6 sides if you squint.
It does. Shit. That's... Damn. That actually makes a lot of sense. I wasn't thinking of it, because I hate this ship. It's too slow. This thing turns like a brick. There's an amazing weapon that comes up in the next mission, specifically why it had to be in.
Do upgrades assigned to this ship carry over to other ships?
No, they're all separate.
So you
But they
could...
start giving you more and more tokens per mission at that point.
Alright, so there's not much value in just saving up and not
No,
upgrading.
use them.
Yeah.
Definitely use them. They help.
Grapple released.
So it takes forever. The hex is slow, and you have to do this 4 times.
Sure.
I do not like that. That's not a great way to keep the pace going after those first 2 missions.
And it's all just Stormlords.
Yeah, the mining mission I wouldn't care about because they're sending lots of guys at you.
Mm-hmm.
And it also gets you used to the new thing. But this is 3 would have been enough.
Sure. So just like the previous game, regenerating shields are not a thing. It's just oblative health bar.
For Kron.
Put some energy into it, man. For Kron. Yay.
Grapple
Yeah,
release.
scream like that other guy.
Yeah.
That's the same scream. There's like two or 3 different screams that'll play.
Now, was that scream of an ally who was glad that you blew that guy up, or of the enemy?
That was the
who
guy dying.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Good, that's exactly what you should be thinking.
Good.
I don't think that's the kind of scream I would yell out if I was cheering one of my buddies on. Help! He was actually yelling help, yeah.
Right, yeah.
This is Ops. Well done, pilot.
That's what I thought, but you can never be sure.
The wormhole is open.
Man, we're not wasting any time. We're opening it right now.
Speaking of not wasting any time, look how fast he docks. He just charges right
Get
in there. Holy shit.
Yeah. They're so tired
How
of
giant
wings
that
being
is, too.
stripped
Holy
off.
shit.
Commander Kron confirms completion of our offensive's first phase. All warp hole opening procedures have been executed. This success allows us to assemble our forces and proceed towards the League home system of Gallonigher. We intend to strike at the heart of their government. They will live to regret their past crimes against our people.
So we're just going to skip right over Draco. The next system
I guess
is
they can just
Gallonigher.
choose where they want to open the wormhole.
Force will carry my reason. As we stared through the warp hole, I heard those words again. Reborn and united under Kron. I swear, the League can never be prepared for what we're about to unleash.
Intelligence indicates that League High Command are currently unaware of our presence. As we are heavily outnumbered, it will greatly assist us if we can remain hidden as long as possible. Scout reports show that a League communications rig is currently being constructed in this region. A Sentinel craft is being used to assemble the rig. Target the Sentinel and destroy it before it is able to complete the rig's assembly.
This mission, it comes out of nowhere. No one is ever prepared for this mission. Like, especially if you're young. It's not that hard in reality, as you will see. But there's going to be a lot of stuff happening really
This
fast.
is Ops. You're on your own for this one, Mertens. Good luck.
That does not help.
No
But we're
kidding.
facing the League here.
Hey.
Before the rig is assembled.
So all the League ships are named for medieval weaponry. Lance, mace, arrow, shield,
Alright, so that's
that
new.
kind of stuff. Yeah, so we're basically demons, and they are the defenders. That's the picture they're painting here. So with the 3 arrows, we gotta take care of them first. Here's the new weapon, the Leech Beam. We can drain their shields and transfer it to ours.
Wow. That sounds amazing.
So here's the comms rig. Don't want to use your missiles because you need them for what's coming up. So how do you feel about boss fights in games?
Well, they're usually quite divisive.
This is Ops.
This is a DPS race right here.
Look at you using your missiles.
This thing takes a lot of punishment, and you're gonna see the construction rig is sliding it right in here. Fortunately, the comms rig itself somehow is the only thing firing off flak, and the rig itself isn't.
Vessel has begun operation.
So you have 30 seconds to destroy this dish here, or you will fail.
Sure, sure.
Is operable.
That is one sturdy dish, my goodness.
It's almost there, though. That's why you need the missiles. I don't think you can do this without the missiles.
Okay.
Beautiful explosion.
This is Ops. Massive energy output from the vessel.
So now it's grappled us into place, and now these 2 construction arms will try to destroy us. They totally will if you get hit twice. That's game over right there, I'm pretty sure.
This is Ops.
But you just sit down here, they can't hit you, and you just fire at them and they will explode.
On the vessel's
What a weird mechanic.
But see, it's just, all this shit is happening, you're suddenly on 30 seconds of a time limit, and then you're grappled in place, so you can't move that far. And then you just got these guys ramming into you. But now we're completely safe, there's no threat.
Release.
Sure.
Probe initiated.
So we've got this is how the capital ships work. It's more or less an introduction to the hardpoint system now. I'm trying to use drain shields, see if that would work faster, but it's hard to get a good angle on it.
Right.
So I just started unloading on it.
Right.
You can see the bridge there.
Can you see enemy health like you could in the previous game?
No, you cannot see the hull on big ships for some reason.
Sure. But I see you're pouring all your damage into the bridge specifically. That's new.
Yeah, that's the hard point.
Mm-hmm.
Once that's gone, the rig will go up with it. It's a
Load
beautiful
bearing.
explosion.
It's a good thing the grapple went away.
Mission complete. Opening jump gate.
And there you go. That is us getting through in Gallonigher.
Very interesting.
Now
all
we
right.
can launch a surprise attack.
Navy units currently pushing into Gallonigher report low-level localized responses only. Our destruction of the League communications rig and their inability to inform High Command of our presence is enabling us to proceed without the full mobilization of the enemy's defense fleets. Commander Kron urges all units to cause maximum disruption before our presence is reported.
How do you feel about Vengeance? The coat of paint, got everything's new, looks good.
It's
explosions.
It is nicer. Honestly, the addition of the hard points alone is enough to really make it more interesting. They've added a lot more mechanics. By the end of the previous game, I mean, it was getting pretty samey. The way you attack every capital ship is the same. You just point at it, alternate your weapons, move forward, move back, aim wherever.
That's not going to work here, no.
Right, yeah, you've got your shield leeching beam, you've got this pod system, you've got upgrades on your ships, you've got...
They're still choosing the special weapons like the leech beam or grapple between missions, so you don't always get them, but...
Yeah, but it's a variety that you didn't have in the previous game.
For sure.
Right.
But no EMP guns. That's no good. Can't do that anymore, and it sucks. I miss that.
Can't just shut them down forever, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I can still grapple hook somebody and then tow them along with me and have my buddy shoot at them. Oh man, I can't wait till we see some more of the ship designs in this game. Some of them are pretty good, and one of them is really weird for the Navy. We'll see that later, though. Join us for some more Vengeance next time.
Oh boy.